Hi everyone, this is Ashmita. In today's class, we are going to focus on the question number 7. If knowledge is power, should epistemology be politicized? So the question of whether epistemology should be politicized is a topic of debate among philosophers and scholars. So there are differing views on how politics and epistemology should intersect. So here we are going to talk about certain considerations. First, we are going to discuss about certain arguments in favor of politicizing the epistemology. Power dynamics. Now, advocates for politicizing the epistemology argue that knowledge and power are inherently connected. So, they contend that understanding how knowledge is produced, disseminated, and controlled is essential for addressing power imbalances and also social injustices. So, social epistemology would be the next thing. The field of social epistemology explores social and political dimensions of knowledge. It examines how the structures, how the institutions and the biases, how all these influence what is considered valid knowledge and who has access to it. And advocates argue that this perspective is crucial for a more comprehensive understanding of the epistemology. Next would be epistemic injustice. Now, epistemologists like Miranda Fricker have developed the concept of epistemic injustice, which highlights how certain groups may be systematically marginalized or discredited in terms of knowledge. Now, understanding and addressing such epistemic injustice requires a political dimension. Now, let us discuss about the arguments against the politicizing epistemology. Now, epistemic objectivity. Critics of politicizing epistemology argue that epistemology should primarily concern itself with the abstract and philosophical questions about the nature of knowledge and belief. So they contend that politicization that is mentioned in the question, politicization can lead to the instrumentalization of knowledge for political agendas. Next thing that can be discussed as an argument is bias in the inquiry. Now, some argue that introducing politics into epistemology can lead to biases in inquiry and a lack of objectivity in evaluating the knowledge claims. So, political considerations may compromise the pursuit of truth. Next argument would be pluralism. Now, epistemology has traditionally embraced pluralism, allowing for various perspectives and approaches. Introducing a strong political dimension may risk the narrowing of the scope of acceptable systemic epistemic inquiry. So, in practice, we can say some of the areas of epistemology, such as social epistemology, feminist epistemology, explicitly consider the political aspects of knowledge. However, whether epistemology as a whole should be politicized or to what extent it should incorporate political considerations, that remains a matter of ongoing philosophical discussion and may vary depending on one's philosophical stance and also depending on their goals. So yeah, that's it for today's class. Let's meet again in the next classes.